Alright. Welcome here at the second day of the Chick-Fil-A Derby here, only here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here at Nashville, Tennessee. This is the Chick-Fil-A Derby again for the second day, of course. I repeated that again because why not? Hello everyone, this is Hergel Alonso back in the booth here for the second day of racing here at Nashville Fairgrounds. But before we go to the main event, we are going through the last 10 qualifying races, which will be divided into two. So we do have here for the. So let me summarize you guys from what happened from yesterday. So we do have again to summarize you guys, the drivers that advanced from the heat races are the number 4 of Matthew Hubert, the 13 of what's his name again? Sorry, Drew Webb, the 49 of Josiah Robinson, and the number 33 of Jonathan Carrison. From Heat 2, we do have Roberto Crown Jr., we do have Benny Moore in the 68, Eric Monaco, and Reggie Falcoman. Then the third heat races, from the third heat race, we do have Ludovic Charette, Jonah Bridge, Tony Brady, and then the 25 of Bradley Reed. And then from heat number 4, we have Garrett Harley, Kirian Jimenez, Kyle Sharp, and Juan Abarca that advanced through the main event. So here you go, guys. So we do have the first last chance qualifying race here for that is served to you tonight. We do have from the first heat race and the third heat race that didn't go through the main event just yet. But let's see who will be the last two drivers that will qualify to the main event from this last chance qualifying race, alongside the other last chance qualifying race. We will see who are the last two drivers that will qualify through. But anyway, as you can see here, we do have Sam Adoskin currently holds the poles here. Yeah, he holds the poles here alongside Eric Drew, who failed to complete a single lap or even cross the green flag. And then we do have Dale Johnson II alongside Anthony Nicol. Then we have Jason Lohner in the 41 and the 43 of Tom Sloan. Brandon Phil on round number 4 alongside Corb Shurstaba in the number 95 for the Norman Motorsports. Then Lennon Smith Jr. alongside Keith Drake on the last row. So here we go, the pace car is in. Well, we do have Eric Drew and Sam Adoskin on the front row. Well, let's see what will happen here. Here we go. Green flag is now in the air for another 20-lap dash. Looks like the 88 of Dale Johnson II will be able to clear the number 9. No, the 99 of Sam Adoskin was able to clear Dale Johnson II. You know, remember yesterday, he hit the wall, he failed to, he finished last. Well, Jason Lona just hit the wall here. Just the first lap, he hit the wall. This will impact his chances of winning. Or you know, this impact his chances of qualifying to the main event because only 2 drivers will qualify to the main event. We have Sam Adoskin and Dale Johnson II. Eric Drew, if he qualifies into the main event, that will be one of the biggest stories coming through later on. But let's see, as Brandon Bill looks like Anthony Nicol hits the wall. These drivers tend to go really aggressive out there. Lennon Smith Jr. just started from the back row and he made it through to 5th. But 5th place doesn't matter anymore here because only the top 2 will advance. As looks like Dale Johnson II is looking for a momentum to pass Samet Oskin. Samet Oskin, right there, with a bit one of the biggest stories. Like he started on the pole in the third heat, and then fell back to second. Is running second, almost almost the first half of the race, and then meanwhile he hits the wall. That affected his performance and finished dead last. Sadoskin, he almost hit the wall there, but we do have a battle here between Eric Drew and Dale Johnson II. The top four right now are all Chevys, and looks like Eric Drew to the inside of Dale Johnson. Dale Johnson will hit the wall. No, he almost. But he almost made contact with Eric Drew, but Eric Drew has the help with Brandon Bill here. Looks like, here we go. Eric Johnson, no, they're actually teammates, Dale Johnson and Eric Drew, but looks like Brandon Bill to the inside. No, looks like Eric Drew cleared the number 71 of Brandon Bill. Well, Dale Johnson II and Eric Drew are actually teammates, and looks like there are crumble here. It almost hit the wall, and the 71 turns around, and the caution is out, and Anthony Nickel hits Brandon Bill, and a disaster for Brandon Bill here. Brandon Bill, like, what happened to him? I have no idea. What in the world? He just got spun out, I think, by Keith Drake or Landon Smith Jr. I'm not really sure here, but yeah, this is by far the most interesting race that we have here so far during the Chick-Fil-A Derby weekend, and this is just the first race of the second day. Anyway, let's see on the replay what happened to Brandon Bill, and how in the world does 42 of Anthony Nickel got collected there. So here's what happened here. So Brandon Bill is on the outside lane, and Keith Drake looks like he's the one that spun out the number 71 of Brandon Bill. But Brandon Bill actually hits the wall out there, and Keith Drake and Landon Smith Jr. has nowhere to go. And then they actually crossed the line first before throwing out the caution. That's why these guys were able to cross. And Anthony Nickel has nowhere to go. He got sideswiped there. And I'm not even sure if... No. Poor I'm sure Staba was not even involved from that crash. Let's see but let's see the replay in real time, in another angle. So we do have Brandon Bill again. So I think he hit the outside wall, and then... Sorry for that laggy replay, but yeah. For what we know, the 71... no. Landon Smith Jr. and then Keith Drake have nowhere to go. Also, Anthony Nickel. But let's see here. But oh my god, I think there's something happened into Purab Staba. As we go back here in the racetrack here, well, let's see as they bunch up right here. Purab Staba is doing not really well here. And looks like there's something happened to him. I have no idea what in the world. Looks like, I think his brakes failed. Like, why in the world it happened to him? Yeah, definitely his day is over here. We are back here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the running of the Chick-Fil-A Derby, and we are here for the last chance qualifying race number 1, as we are waiting one green here. As we cross the line, we just only have 5 laps to go, and unfortunately Purab Staba has brake issues here. I'm not even sure. It's not even collected from the crash, but yeah, he blew up his car, but that's what happens. So, Sam Doskin, Dale Johnson II, Eric Drew, Keith Drake, and Landon Smith Jr. are your top 5. As here we go. The pace car is in. Sam Doskin and Dale Johnson II, you're currently holding the main event slots. Here we go, green flag is now in the air back. 5 laps to go. Sam Doskin's lead. He is really comfortable with it. Eric Drew is looking for momentum, but you know, if this situation happens, Sam Doskin will complete the Thailand Pure Racing in the main event. But currently, 4 laps to go. The last transfer spot. The battle is on between the teammates Eric Drew and Dale Johnson II. Dale Johnson currently here as we are here 3 to go here at the LCQ number 1. Here we go. Really interesting. Eric Drew just pushed by the 21 of Keith Drake. 2 to go here. And Dale Johnson II looks like he is the one who will qualify to the main event. Eric Drew, I think he hit the wall out there. Meanwhile, here we go. White flag now in the air for Sam Doskin and the 88 of Dale Johnson II. Looks like they are the guys that will qualify to the main event. And we do have a battle here. But out of 3 and 4, Sam Doskin will win the LCQ number 1. And a side-by-side between oh my god, side-by-side looks like Keith Drake stole that one away from Dale Johnson II in a very incredible manner. What in the world last lap pass for Keith Drake? Looks like Dale Johnson is upset for that one. But here we go. Sam Doskin. He did it. Oh dear. So the LCQ win goes to Sam Doskin. He made it through after not qualifying directly from heat number 3 after hitting the wall, but at least he came back. But out of nowhere, Keith Drake in the number 21 for Minority Racing stole that last transfer spot away from Dale Johnson II. Like, what in the world just happened? What in the world just happened? What in the world just happened? Anyway, so that's what happened. And it's just the 10th of a hundredth of a second, the gap between Keith Drake and Dale Johnson II. I'm not sure what Dale Johnson II will have to say about that one. But what in the world? Yeah. Literally, what in the world? Anyways, congratulations again to Sam Doskin for winning the LCQ number 1, and also congratulations to Keith Drake for that clutch performance. So we'll see each other again for the last chance qualifying number 2 coming right up.
Hot chicken wings here, fresh off the grill.
Hey, Denny, pass me one of those Cokes.
Pass? One of those? Yeah, like you let me pass last week? Instead, ran me in the wall? No. How about not?
Made you flinch.
I made you flinch.
You both flinched.
We're back here for the heat race number 2 at this car lineup here for the another 20 lap race here. So on the pole right now is Trey Smith in the 54 for ST Motorsports, then Alan Jefferson in the number 20, and then Cole Raymond in the number 24 for Nathan Arm Motorsports, and then Nathan Stapleton looks like he's trying to bounce back after what happened in heat number 4 yesterday. Angel Gutierrez alongside Aiden Johnson, then Terran Pardon, and then Jason Lona, no, Jaden Russell, sorry. Then we do have Jackson Kelsey and Avery Alford running out on the back. Green as the pace car is coming in. 20 laps of action for the LCQ number 2. Here we go. Green flag is now in the air. Looks like very interesting now for Trey Smith as he tries to block. Did Alan Jefferson just hit the wall and tries to collect other drivers here in the process? Alan Jefferson hits the wall again. Alan Jefferson, probably his race is done here. After hitting the wall consistently, he hits the wall again. I see some sparks. Trey Smith and Cole Raymond out there. And did we just have another yellow here? Nathan Stapleton looks like he just turned the 55 of Aiden Johnson. As to the line, Trey Smith is more likely to take that the lead, as looks like, I'm sure, yellow flag here. Yep, yellow flag is now in the air. But what a crash! Many cars just turned like, what in the world? What in the world was that? That was probably the dirtiest racing, or at least the most intense racing. Jaden Russell spun out. Looks like his day might be over, but let's see here if he's able to continue to if they'll be able to fix his car out again. He'll be able to continue, but again, the 52 is the again. That driver crashes a lot. Even yesterday, he almost made another crash out of turn number 1. But let's see the replay here in just a second. Here's what happened to the number 55 of Aiden Johnson. So he's trying to pass Nathan Stapleton for the 5th position, and here it is. Look, I think Nathan Stapleton hits the wall. Yeah, Stapleton hits the wall and then collects Aiden Johnson. He hits the wall as well. And then the 52 has nowhere to go. He hits very hard. Jaden Russell hits him. And the 79 continues to roll on. And the 55 of Aiden Johnson looks like he's probably nowhere to go here after that incident alongside Jaden Russell. This is his second incident of the weekend after what happened in the heat number 4. But let's see how he'll fare off after this one. Let's see the replay in real time. So here we go. The 52 of the 55 of Aiden Johnson just spun out by Nathan Stapleton, and the 52 of Jaden Russell has had nowhere to go here. Looks like he will have his repairs done, but let's see what will happen next. So that's what happened here. And we are back here at the second last chance qualifying race. And we are here at, you know what happened, as we are going in 1 lap to go before we go back green here. Well, Trey Smith and Cole Raymond currently holds on for the what do you call for this? Last transfer spots. So the top 2 drivers again here will grab the slots 19 and 20 for the big event later on. Trey Smith, Cole Raymond, Angel Gutierrez, Tanner Pardon, and Nathan Stapleton, your top 5. As the pace car goes back to the pit. Here we go. Again, Trey Smith and Cole Raymond holding on to the last transfer spots. Here we go. Green flag is back in the air. Cole Raymond looks like he's trying to look for momentum, going to pass to the inside, but no. Trey Smith might be pulling away from this one. Will someone hit the wall again? And yellow is out again. Again, it's Jaden Russell. He should retire from this race, to be honest. Why in the world he is doing like a moving chicane? And the number 20 as well. The number 20 of Alan Jefferson. Then we have the 55 of Aiden Johnson. I have no idea what happened to him. I'm sure he got held up. I'm sure he got held up by the 52. I have no idea. But let's see. I think the 20 got the spot. Yeah, the 20 got the spot. But the 52 of Jaden Russell and Alan Jefferson. Like, what in the world? This is the first. We do have the first crash here. I have no idea why in the world these cars run like that. Let's see the replay of what happened here between Alan Jefferson and Jaden Russell. Again, this is the third incident Jaden Russell has ever been this weekend. So there are actually two incidents that happened here. So the first one is Aiden Johnson being spun out by Jackson Kelsey. We didn't catch up that one live. That's how it makes sense that he fell back because he got spun out by Jackson Kelsey. So Jackson Kelsey would probably, I don't know what happened out there. And then another incident here is between Alan Jefferson and Jaden Russell. So Alan Jefferson hits the wall and the 52 just got collected. This is his third incident of the weekend. The 20 literally had nowhere to go here. So I had no idea what happened out there. So the 52 just got collected after the number 20 of Alan Jefferson. Alan Jefferson hit the wall. Let's see the replay in real time. So the 55 of Aiden Johnson just doing his best, holding the outside lane, and then Jackson Kelsey just spun him out here. And another incident here happened between Alan Jefferson. Alan Jefferson just overshoots the turn number 4, hits the wall, and collects the number 52 of Jaden Russell. Who's actually an innocent victim here. So, but this is Jaden Russell's third incident of the weekend. So here we go. That's what happened between these three cars. We are back here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the running of the Chick-Fil-A Derby for the second last chance qualifying race, as we are heading to 1 to green here. So I'm sure another incident will happen. Well. So Trey Smith still running in the lead, and then Cole Raymond in the number 24. Then we have Angel Gutierrez, Tanner Pardon, Nathan Stapleton still fighting for the last transfer spot, but let's see who will be victorious. As the pace cars going down in, Trey Smith and Cole Raymond here. Here you go, and green flag is back in the air. We do have 6 laps to go left here in this race. But if another incident happens, the race might be over. And what in the world the 52 is doing here? And will someone hit the wall? No, no one did. At least, finally. Another clean racing here. 5 to go here. Angel Gutierrez and Tanner Pardon hanging on. Trey Smith and the 24 also hanging on. And Cole Raymond. Angel Gutierrez hits the wall. He's out of contention. 4 laps to go here. Nathan Stapleton is still trying his best. The number 3 of Tanner Pardon is here. The 54. Will someone hit the wall? Angel Gutierrez hits the wall. 3 to go here. Cole Raymond. Yeah. Looks like Trey Smith and Cole Raymond will get the last 2 transfers, or until if something happened to them. It's more likely one of these guys, Sarah Pardon or Nathan Stapleton, as we are heading to 2 to go here. Trey Smith here. Trey Smith currently hanging on. He is hanging on here. 3 and 4 here. White flag now in the air. So it's more likely Trey Smith. Trey Smith and Cole Raymond. But let's see. Here you go. Out of 3 and 4, Trey Smith will win the LCQ number 2. Cole Raymond will take the last transfer spot. Very insane racing here. Very interesting. Anyway, I think that's why all that matters. Anyway, so we do have Trey Smith and Cole Raymond qualifying through the main event here. So they will take the slots 19 and 20. So congratulations to both of these guys. So here we go. Here's the summary of the field. Yeah. Here's the summary of the field. So we complete the field here. So starting with Matthew Hubert, Drew Webb, Josiah Robinson, and Jonathan Carrison, Roberto Crown Jr., Benny Moore, Eric Monaco, Reggie Fogelman, Ludovic Tourette, John Burridge, Tony Brady, Bradley Ream, 50 of Gary Carley, 26 of Krian Jimenez, the 94 of Kyle Sharp, and the number 75 of Juan Abarca. And from the LCQs, we do have Sam Adoskin, Kit Drake, Trey Smith, and Cole Raymond. So that's your 20-car field here for the main event coming right up here. Are you all excited? Because I am. Here we go. Coming up next is the main event of the Chick-Fil-A Derby. Here we go. We'll be right back after some short messages.
What's the biggest thing you've ever made?
The biggest thing I've ever made? Probably these nuts.
When Jimmy told me about D's nuts, I knew it was going to be huge.
When Jimmy first told me about D's nuts, I thought he was crazy.
I love these nuts.
Same.
I keep a pair on me at all times.
These nuts taste so good.
It's like this amazing peanut butter chocolate flavor.
Nut tap.
That's good nuts.
You have to try these nuts. Go to Feastables.com right now if you want some nuts in your mouth.
And now for the main event. Here we go. Hello everyone. We are back again. This is Sergio Labrinalaza as usual. And we are now at the main event. The 20-car showdown on 80 laps of action here for the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here at Nashville, Tennessee. So here we are. The field is set. 20 cars are here. So, are you ready? Because I am really ready here. So, let's discuss all of these drivers at once now. Well, so let me remind you, heat number 1, the winner is Matthew Hubert. He's starting 6th right now. And then On 7th is the winner of the heat number 2, the number 37 of Roberto Brown Jr. Ludovic Tourette is starting at 11th, which Ludovic Tourette is the winner of the heat number 3. And then the number 50 of Gary Caroline starting 8 was the winner of the heat number 4. Well, the LCQ winners are the number 99 of Samuel Oskin, who is starting on the pole, and then the number 54 of Trey Smith, who is starting on 10th. So let's discuss the top 10 now. So the pole position goes to Samuel Oskin again in the number 99 for Time Pure Racing. Alongside him is Kirian Jimenez on the number 26. Row number 2 sees the number 49 of Josiah Robinson, and then the number 5 of Eric Monaco. Row 3 goes to Drew Webb and his teammate Matthew Hubert. Row number 4 goes to Roberto Brown Jr. and Garrett Curley, and on 5th row will be the number 00 Tommy Brady, and then the 54 Trey Smith. 80 laps of action here, and we are not going to miss any single action here. 80 laps of action. Now, of course, there's a caution, and now green flag is now in the air for the 80 laps of action here at the Chick-Fil-A Derby. They were just really side to side with Simon Oskin and Kirian Jimenez, and Kirian Jimenez takes the lead on lap number 1 of the action here. Like I said, this race is going to be interesting, really. And Kirian Jimenez just cleared Simon Oskin. Kirian Jimenez for Ribbleton Hartman Racing just cleared Simon Oskin earlier. And Josiah Robinson also just cleared everyone else. So the top 3 are now single file, while they're side by side. Matthew Hubert and Eric Monaco are side by side for a moment up there. So Matthew Hubert just cleared for 4th, while Garrett Caroline and Eric Monaco, teammates at Dragon Racing Enterprises, looks to go side by side again, but no, they just cleared each other again. So the top 6 just cleared each other. They're now single file as Drew Webb almost hit the wall out of turn number 4. And Trey Smith make it through to 7th position. Drew Webb currently sells for 8. Roberto Brown Jr., the lone Checkered Flag Motorsports entry in the main event, currently running 9th. And then we do have Keith Drake in 10th position. Did someone happen at the back? There's a caution, I think. Caution is out. I believe it's Ludovic Tourette, because he currently has, I think he has damage at the left, in the left. But caution is out, and I believe someone's turn. We didn't catch that one. I think John Burridge is one of the damaged drivers here. Lap 7, and we already have a caution. Oh dear. So Kirian Jimenez keeps the lead here for the number 26 Harris Toyota for Roberto. No, not Roberto. For Ribbleton Hartman Racing. Then we do have the number 99 of Samuel Oskin for Time and Pure Racing. Josiah Robinson for DMR Sports. The number 4 Matthew Hubert for Thailand Pure Racing. And then we have the 50 of Garrett Caroline. Now, let's see the replay here on what happened to bring out the first caution here at the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. As you can see here, we have Jonah Burridge and Ludovic Tourette involved here. So I think Jonah Burridge made contact into the wall and hits, and Ludovic Tourette and Wanabarka got collected. I think Wanabarka, had nowhere to go here in this accident, but I think no one will retire from the race just yet. since looks like Charette and Burridge are all fine, along with Abarca as well. But let's see the replay in real time. So what happened here is that Jonah Burridge on the outside lane, and then no, he did not hit the wall, but I think Juan Abarca turned him around along with Ludovic Charette, who's an innocent victim in this accident. I think I think it is Juan Abarca's fault, but it is what it is. So here we go. We'll be back in the racetrack for going back to racing. Here we go. And we are back here at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the running of the Chick-Fil-A Derby for the main event. So far, we do have Kirian Jimenez currently leading every single lap. And then we do have Samet Oskin in the number 99 currently running second. Josiah Robinson currently running in third. Matthew Hubert and Gary Carole running out the top 5. Then we have Eric Monaco, Trey Smith, Drew Webb, Roberto Crown Jr., and Keith Drake in the number 21 as the pace car goes in. And we'll be back racing here in for lap number 12 of 80 here at Chick-Fil-A Derby, as looks like, I think, Sam Dawson is trying to pass to the end zone, but he failed just yet. Though Kirian Jimenez wasn't able to pull away from that restart, but I think Sam Dawson has a chance. I mean, he literally crashed out of his chances in the heat number 3 after starting on the pole as well, and then fell back to dead last, and he bounced back in the last chance qualifying race, in which he won, and now he's here running second right now. Let's talk about Josiah Robinson, and let us remind you about the incident between Drew Webb and Josiah Robinson, where Josiah Robinson turns Drew Webb crossing into the line in the first heat, but I think that wasn't really a factor, since they both qualified into the main event directly from the heat race. Matthew Hubert in the number 4 currently running fourth right now. He's battling for fourth from Gary Carole, who's at charge right now as he goes to the outside. He was trying, but Matthew Hubert was able to defend his position. Meanwhile, looks like Sam Dawson just slowed down a little bit, and it would be a chance for Josiah Robinson to be able to take the second position away, and looks like he's trying to do it, but he's unable to pass Sam Dawson, and Sam Dawson keep his second position. Looks like the top 5 are pulling away from this pack, and Eric Monaco keeps his 6th position here. Trey Smith is currently running 7th. He's trying to wait for the momentum to pass Eric Monaco out there. We do have the third running Kyle Fear racing car of Drew Webb in the number 13. Looks like Trey Smith going to pass into the inside of Eric Monaco. I think he's unable to do it as Eric Monaco clears Trey Smith for 6th position. As for the lead, it's still Kirian Jimenez who will lead every single lap just yet. And here we go. We are now halfway through the racing as Kirian Jimenez passed a quarter of the distance of the race. Let's go to the back, shall we? Well, Jonah Burridge was able to continue running here, but he's currently running last. While Kyle Sharp in the number 94, one of the rookie contenders for the 2023 PSRLA Cup Series, is trying to hold on. To 19. So this is just for bragging rights, but it is a good start for them if they win this race. Meanwhile, the number 24 of Cole Raymond, he made it through. Yeah, he made it through the main event through the last qualifying. The last qualifying. Last chance qualifying race. Is currently running 18th. Reggie Falkeman in the number 2 is currently running on 17th. Ludovic Charad, one of the drivers involved in the accident earlier, is currently running 16th, along with Juan Abarca is currently running 15th, sorry. Well, 14th, Benny Moore, he started dead last. He's trying to climb his way up into the top 10, so he might be able to win this race. Who knows? Let's go back up there. Trey Smith to the inside of Eric Monaco. He's unable to do it, and they almost made contact with the number 54. Trey Smith almost made contact with Eric Monaco, but Eric Monaco was able to clear. Again, that was for 6th position. There were not much of the position change here. As far as I know, the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez led every single lap so far here. Looks like the number 99 of Samet Oskin is trying to do his best to wait. He's waiting patiently to pass the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez. Well, he's waiting for the right opportunity to do that, but so far he's doing a really good job keeping the 2nd position from Josiah Robinson. Meanwhile, again, there's not much of a change in position as the top 5 keeps pulling away. Look at the comparison in the distance. Well, so it is clearly the top 5 is pulling away, but I think Eric Monaco was able to close in the gap to Gary Carolet, his teammate. Going to the back here. Well, looks like Jonathan Carson almost made contact with Benny Moore in the number 68. I think they almost repeated the crash similar to what happened with Ludovic Charad, Juan Abarca, and Jonah Burridge. And I think the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez was able to pull away from Samet Oskin, but I think Samet Oskin has help from Josiah Robinson to close in. So in the distance here, well, the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez is the top running Toyota, who's currently in the lead. Top running Chevy here is the number 99 of Samet Oskin, and the top running Ford is Gary Carolet in the number 50, currently running 5th. At least there are 2 Dragman Racing Enterprises entry here in the race. Well, currently we're now on lap 35, and still Kirian Jimenez looks like he's going to pull away with a race victory here, but I don't know, maybe things might happen for a reason, I think. But yeah, I think if he's able to win this race, this would be a big boost in his confidence and for the owner's confidence as well, as they've proven themselves as one of the fastest cars in the series. But let me remind you, Daytona 500 qualifying on April 4th, while the the duels on April 6th, and the Daytona 500 itself on April 8th. Just exactly 1 week after this. Looks like Samet Oskin was able to close into the bumper of Kirian Jimenez. Kirian Jimenez out of 3 and 4. Looks like he's trying to pull away again from Samet Oskin. He did. So already 38 laps completed, and we do have ourselves a good battle going on here for the lead right now between Sam Doskin and Kirian Jimenez, as Kirian Jimenez was able to at least pull away for at least a tenth of a second from Sam Doskin. But Kirian Jimenez is going to lead halfway through the race, and I think it's official that he led the most laps here in this race. Once he crossed the line after the 41st lap, then we'll confirm that he led the most laps. And here we go, he led every single lap so far. Now he officially led the most laps here in the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We all knew that after Kirian Jimenez passed through the lead here after the very first lap, I think it is clear that he might win this race, or unless something's terrible going to happen to him. Remember Eric Drew in the number 18 in the first heat? He wasn't able to start the race because he blew his engine going out of the pits. But anyway, that discussion is on another day. But for now, it is clear that the top 5 had cleared the field, and the top 5 are just less than 1 second, as Matthew Hubert and Gary Caroline are side by side from each other, battling for fourth. And Gary Caroline wasn't able to pass Matthew Hubert, but looks like Zeman Oskin was able to close again into the bumper of Kirian Jimenez. Again, the inside isn't really the place to be here. The inside lane isn't really the best place to pass. But hey, they are working for it. Maybe. I think Sam Doskin is close into the bumper again of Kirian Jimenez. Let's see if he closed in. Looks like he pulled away a little bit for around 0.08 seconds. No, 0.09 seconds. At least. But hey, Sam Doskin has been closing really good out of 3 and 4. But he hasn't been able to close into the momentum here. Let's see if they're closing to the lap car. No, not yet. But here we go. We're already on lap number 50. I think Zemanowskin is trying to pass to the inside. Let's see if he's able to do it. They're now side by side for lead here. But I think the number is 26 of Kirian Jimenez made it through. He was able to clear Samat Oskin. That was a very close call out there for Riverton Hartman Racing's top driver right now. And Josiah Robinson was able to close into the top 2 positions. But let's see. But I think there's side-by-side battle here between Matthew Hubert and Josiah Robinson earlier out of 3 and 4. And now side-by-side for 4th for Matthew Hubert and Gary Caroline. But Gary Caroline has the advantage because he's currently on the outside lane, and the inside isn't really the best place to be here. Gary Caroline, side by side, Gary Caroline takes 4th away from Matthew Hubert. That was a good momentum for your good timing for the number 50 of Gary Caroline. And I think Samat Oskin is trying to go to the outside lane to be able to pass the number 26, but let's see what will happen. But hopefully they'll have the good momentum out here. Samadoskan still in the bumper of Kirian Jimenez. I think he closed into him a little bit. Well, the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez, the leader. Yeah. Sorry about that. Meanwhile, I think Kirian Jimenez still managing to keep his lead from Samadoskan. But let's see what will happen in the last quarter of the race. But I think Kirian Jimenez has what it takes to win the race. Samadoskan closed into Kirian Jimenez for a little bit. Will he able to pass and take the lead he lost from the very first lap? But let's see if he's going to be successfully going to be able to do it. I think statistics shows that Kirian Jimenez might be able to catch into Jonah Burridge for around 16 laps. Who knows? Because let me remind you, these guys are so slow. Jonah Burridge is slow right there. Well, the number 99 of Samadoskan was able to close in. Well, I know the broadcast is lagging for a little bit, but I think the maintenance was able to fix it. So that's why you've been seeing some lags for a little bit, for a little moment out there. So Kirian Jimenez was able to pull away for a little bit, but not good enough, just like what Matthew Hubert did in the very first heat. So we've changed the camera. So changing here the camera angle might help here, but let's see here. So Kirian Jimenez, Samadoskan wasn't able to close in again. But let's see if he will be successful. No. Oh my god, and side-by-side action between Josiah Robinson and Garrett Carolay, and Carolay takes Carolay keeps fourth position, and Josiah Robinson was able to keep his position there. And the side-by-side battle was actually very beneficial for Kirian Jimenez as he pulled away. Now he currently has the half a second lead over Samadoskan. So here you go. After that crash, so far we currently have a clean racing here going on, as we do have 13 laps to go here in Nashville Fairgrounds for the Chick-Fil-A Derby, and Samadoskan still waiting patiently for the right moment to pass the 26 of Kirian Jimenez. 12 laps to go here. Like I told you guys, fast racing. I think you know what I mean, but hey, it is what it is. Well, here we go. 11 laps to go. Looks like this is really Kirian Jimenez race to see. Oh my god. As you can see here. I think Kirian Jimenez is now going faster than the previous laps here, as we are going on the final stretch of the race, as we do have 9 laps to go left in the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Still waiting. Let's see if Sam Alaskan will be able to pass the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez. So we haven't seen much action so far here, except for the battle for some positions, but not for the lead, but except for at least one part of the race that Sam Alaskan almost passed Kirian Jimenez for the lead here. 7 laps to go. I think that 26 of Kirian Jimenez will win. No doubt about it. Because I think if someone crashed here, it's going to be a point of no return. But you know what? The top 5 literally pulled away from the pack, which is literally fighting over 6th position. And these guys have been really close. Here, Bradley Reen may have a advantage over Tommy Brady, as well as the 21 of Keith Drake having an advantage over Roberto Crown Jr. They almost made contact here. But here you go, going back here with 5 laps to go. Actually, 4 laps to go left here in the Chick-Fil-A Derby. So I'm going to prepare this one for it's going to be an official right now. It's going to be official. So here you go, 3 laps to go here in this very incredible racing again, but this might be boring because I don't know. Looks like Sam Alaskan is able to close in after all, but he do have a bad position here. As here we go, 2 laps to go here at Nashville Fairgrounds, and Kirian Jimenez might be able. All you have to do is to be able to defend Sam Alaskan, and the win is his. Here we go. Final lap is now in the air for Kirian Jimenez, and he has 3 turns to go, because why not? Here we go, coming out of turns 3 and 4, Kirian Jimenez, after stealing the lead from Sam Alaskan, lead every single lap and wins the Chick-Fil-A Derby here at Nashville Fairgrounds. What a performance by Kirian Jimenez. He just led every single lap out there, as we are going to see the official results here. So we do have Kirian Jimenez leading every single lap out there. Sam Alaskan, we do have running second, Josiah Robinson finishing in third, Garrett Hurley in fourth, and Matthew Hubert running out the top 5. So we knew that the number 26 of Kirian Jimenez will have the advantage, because he started second, and then the moment he took the lead away from Sam Alaskan, he knew that he's going to win this race. So going back here, so I think the thoughts about this one is that, well, there's not much of a lead change except from the heat races and some battles in the last chance qualifying races, but I think they have to I think the PSRLA will have to discuss it. they should still continue running the race here at Nashville Fairgrounds or not, because I don't know if they'll be able to do it. But let's see what will happen. So I think overall boring race, I think, because there's not much of there's no least change except for the first lap. So I think it is what it is. So again, the next week will be the Daytona 500. So it's going to be the Daytona 500 week. So let's see what will happen. So you can still catch up. So you can still catch up in the sign-ups for the part-time. So you'll be able to participate in the Daytona 500. Meanwhile, so I think we closed it yesterday. So I think they won't be able to catch up. So yeah, here we go. Thank you guys very much for watching the Chick-Fil-A Derby live here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. And as we all know, again, the official start of the season will be next week, the Daytona 500. So catch that up. So it will be at noon Eastern time on this Saturday. So here you go. Thank you guys again very much for watching. Again, congratulations to Kitty and Jimenez for winning the Chick-Fil-A Derby. And again, you can still join the server in Discord. You will put in the QR code on your screen and and the link on the description. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, see you guys next week for the Daytona 500. Congratulations to Kitty and Jimenez.